All right. So in this situation, as before, the capacitor voltage is going to be 0 for a long period of time. So this is VC for the capacitor is going to be 0 until t equals 0 minus. And the reason is that the input current is 0. So nothing really different. When the input step hits, when the step input in the current hits, then so when my input takes a step here, then this current is now, here's my capacitor. It takes a step, current suddenly builds up, and the current begins to flow through the capacitor and begins to charge up the capacitor. Okay, so capacitor voltage is initially 0, and so my current starts off from here. The voltage is 0 here. So at the starting instant, all the current is flowing through the capacitor. Okay, because the voltage is 0, nothing flows through the resistor. And when the input current hits, all the current will initially start flowing through the capacitor and begin to charge it very rapidly. So it begins to charge it very rapidly. Okay, but as it charges it, the voltage builds up here. And as the voltage builds up, more and more current will begin to flow through the resistor, which causes the charging current to get smaller and smaller by KCL. Notice this, the current coming in is I, and if more of the current flows through R, then a smaller current flows through the capacitor, which slows down the charging. Okay? Now, supposing I did not have the falling edge. So if I did not have the falling edge, then my life would have looked like this. Eventually, since this is a constant, this is a DC I, then eventually my capacitor would have reached IR. So somewhere here, my capacitor would have reached IR. So my capacitor would charge and it would eventually reach IR somewhere out there. But notice that I shouldn't say bad, crazy things happen